Friends, welcome back. My name is Sami George and I teach this lovely one compact makeup. This is cream foundation from Seint Beauty, and today you guys we are going to talk about the Seint Artist Program, but also I'm going to share some details about the Seint Artist birthday party. So over the last 2 weeks, I've been collecting questions from all of you guys regarding what do you want to know about the birthday party that's coming up? What do you want to know about the artist program? I've written them all down. We're going to do some makeup today and we're going to talk. And I'm going to try and keep it as simple and on point as possible. So we're going to dive right in. January 17th. So next week on Wednesday is the 7th anniversary of the Seint Artist Program. Little quick recap. So Kara, our founder, was actually a beauty blogger, and she created this makeup probably well beyond 7 years ago. And when her product was done and ready to go out into the world, that's our sweet little tins of makeup here, she met with several different people, right? Trying to figure out the best way to get this into the hands of people where it could actually do what it was intended to do, which was give women essentially the opportunity to wear less makeup, to feel beautiful. Like her whole mission wasn't to create exterior beauty, but to give women the confidence to like be their best inner self. So she's meeting with all these different people and she had the opportunity to put this makeup in Sephora, Free People, Urban Outfitters, and I think somewhere else. And she decided not to. And like, that's like the dream, right? Like if you're somebody trying to create a makeup or build a makeup brand, like that is what you're looking for. Well, her situation was different, and here's why. You don't see this makeup in any of those stores. Even today, so many years later, when cream makeup is all the rage because everybody else has now realized that cream makeup is like the most effective makeup that you can use to wear less, still get good coverage, and feel youthful and glowing and radiant and still like yourself, right? So 7 years ago when she was getting ready to put this out, she was like stumped. Like, okay, so what do I do with this product? These stores want it, like major retailers, right? But I could tell you what her fear was. Her fear was that I'm gonna put this makeup out there and no one's gonna know how to use it. That they're gonna buy these tins, and you guys, if you are not familiar with Seint makeup comes in these these are highly opacity products. Like there is a whole bunch of color in here and you only need a teeny tiny bit. Look how small this tin is. This has probably lasted me close to a year because it really is a less is more product. She's like, so in a world where we're used to either putting powder on or putting liquid all over our face, like what am I gonna do? How am I gonna teach women in the store how to put this makeup on their face without them honestly just returning it and everything that I envisioned, like going into a dumpster fire, right? So she was talking with her sister, and her sister was the one who originally suggested, like, why don't you make an artist program? Like, why don't you turn this into an opportunity for women to teach and sell this product to their friends, to their family, you know, online if they so choose. Like this was 7 years ago. So like social selling and all that was like starting, right? But it wasn't on like the up and up. It wasn't like almost the most popular way that people buy things now. So she decided, and originally I think she had some hesitation. Like I think she had some hesitation because a lot of people, myself included, have had some direct selling network marketing experiences where people have, you know, they've messaged you, they've been, you know, like, hey, let's try this product. Hey, let's grow this team. Like it was just a very different industry then. And it's a highly regulated industry now. So she had some hesitation, but the more she thought about it, she thought I could do things a little bit differently. I could make team an option, but not a requirement. Like it doesn't have to be a part of everything. And I can offer women the opportunity to sell this product, share it with their friends and family, you know, bring blessings on their own life. But also like this can be an effective way to get the product into the world because I can have teachers out there teaching how to use it. Because I will tell you, while this is the simplest, fastest makeup I've ever done, there was a learning curve, and there is a learning curve. It's very just not traditional to what we've done, which is why it's highly effective. It is a different sort of process. It is a different sort of product. So that's what she did. 7 years ago, she created the Artist Program and offered women the opportunity to sell this makeup from home. And here we are on the 7th birthday. So this will be my like 4th time being involved in a birthday party, 2 times as a client and 2 times as an artist. So for this year, I am totally shocked. We got a message from corporate regarding everything that was going to come with the Seint Artist birthday celebration. And there are 14 new products, and I can't show any of them to you. Because unlike traditionally, we have the opportunity a week ahead of time or 10 days ahead of time to order the products, but we don't have that opportunity this time. So I did do a video, I did a YouTube video breaking down and showing you pictures of all of the products that are coming. You guys, this is the most excited I've been about a release probably since like the summer when we had some really cool new things coming for the customer appreciation party. But there is really good stuff. Like we have lip oils coming. We have an actual lipstick coming, which I never thought I would see the day, where we had a tube of lipstick that was coming. There are new palettes. There are new eyeshadows. There's 14 new products coming. So I'm not going to talk about those today. You can check out the YouTube video, my newsletter. I'm almost done. I was working on it like right before this and I was like, I need a break. So if you are a newsletter subscriber, you're going to get that here probably today. And there will be pictures of everything. Side note, on the birthday party, the 17th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, go to the Instagram page at Saints and Angels, and they will be throwing like a birthday party celebration where there will be games, prizes, giveaways. They'll show the new products, all of that. And these, I think 12 of the 14 are limited edition while supplies last. And if you've been around long, you know, sometimes they last 3 hours, sometimes they last 3 weeks. It's really unpredictable. The actual sale begins the 17th at 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I always say, and it's not to be like cringy, like get it while it lasts, but I'm telling you, if there is something that you want, I don't know how to anticipate how long things are going to last. Like there is a square palette 4. Where is mine? There is a square palette 4 coming in a new design as a collection with the 4 new eyeshadows that are coming at a highly discounted price than buying them separately, but they are available individually. I bring that product up because the last time we did a square palette, it sold out in 3 hours. So like 3 hours after I was awake, I should say. So it went live at like midnight. I think I was up that morning at 6. It was gone by like 9 a.m. So I set my alarm for 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I jump on, get what I want. There's a lip oil. Did I say that? I'm like, because it's limited edition, I'm getting a couple. I'm definitely getting the lipstick. It's a sheer, glittery, hydrating, like I think sheer pink. So I'm super excited. Anyways, so in addition to the new products that are coming, for the celebration of the Artist Birthday Program, there will be an incentive to join. And here's something that I think is really cool. And you guys, I did a ton of research before I started doing this because I was really I was nervous. I wanted to know what I was getting into. Seint has never offered a discount to start because their goal is not to just have a ton of artists. There are a lot of direct selling companies where their goal is to recruit people into the business to grow the business. And that is not Seint's vision. Seint's vision is to bring women that want, well, first of all, women that love the makeup. Like you want to have tried, hey girlfriend, you want to have tried the makeup, I'm telling you, before you decide to sell it. And that may not be something that you traditionally hear in other direct selling companies, but this product is different. You want to love it. And I think it comes across if you sell something that you don't love as not authentic. So you want to make sure you have tried the makeup. You want to make sure you love the makeup so that you can be passionate about offering, the product to other people. So it's not something that you want to do that's like, oh, that looks really cool. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to do all the things. Seint is truly looking for people who love the product, want to share the product, and have a heart of service to teach the product, because this is not like other products. Just like I said, this is different than other products that are on the market, and you are going to have to show people how to use it. Hello, dear. And there are many different ways that people apply it. Like if you follow different Seint people, you probably see people apply it a whole bunch of different ways, and that's the beauty of it. Like you can run this as you see fit, but you want to have a love of the makeup and a desire to actually, thank you, and a desire to actually teach other people how to use it, because I believe there is a learning curve. I had a learning curve. My clients have a learning curve, especially if you're somebody who my desire to sell this came because it solved a problem, and my desire was to help other women solve problems. So in order to help them solve those problems, I have to teach them how, because it's not slap it all over and go. I mean, like, you can slap it on quick and go, but it's not like a liquid or a powder where it's all over the face, run out the door and go. There's a technique and a style to it. So my first bit of wisdom, if you will, is try the product and love the product and want to help other women solve problems before you decide to become an artist. Like, that should be a part of the reason that you're doing it. Or it's probably going to be short-lived. And, you know, I don't know about you, but if I'm going to do something, if I'm going to start my own business, my goal is not for it to be short-lived. So with that being said, on the birthday party, there is not a discount to join. So Seint offers 3 different kits. You have to purchase a kit in order to start, because the kit is your tools. There are 3 different kits. There is the Essentials kit, the Basic kit, and the Pro kit. And I will say, the Essentials kit is the newest one. I think it is $99. It is not the kit that I recommend that people start with unless they have a ton of the makeup already. So the Essentials kit is less makeup and more tools. So if you have, you know, every lip and cheek, 75% of the eyeshadows, like I did before I started, and you have, you know, your own colors, and you'll pick up other people's highlight colors so that you can teach them as you go, that's one thing. But if you don't have a lot of product, then you really, in order to set yourself up for success, want to take a look at the Basic kit or the Pro kit. And I have graphics of all of those in my newsletter, so you can comment, you know, you can send me a direct message or an email with your email address, just say newsletter, and I will send that over to you so you can see the full kit. I'll post some in stories too, so you can take a peek at the different kits and what it offers. But the Pro kit is gonna be the one, I just filled out my new 48. I just about filled my new 48 palette with my lip and cheeks. I would call that a collection. Did you see the new Pro Palette 40 that's coming out? I'm just saying. There's a Pro Palette 40. So these used to be offered only to artists, like way back when. These are the Pro palettes. They fit 40 lip and cheeks or 80 eyeshadows or whatever combination of that. So this will be offered in a 007 themed black, glittery, shiny, it's beautiful palette that anybody can get. But it is part of the incentive for the Basic or the Pro kit for people that are considering becoming an artist. It would be included. I know, girl, you're gonna love it. By the way, I'll get back to you today. I haven't been in my DMs yet from our conversation yesterday, but I got you. So there you go. If you need to solve your problem on I have too much product, the Pro palette might be for you. So with that being said, the Essentials kit is really for somebody who has a ton of makeup, wants some tools, and with that, the incentive, and with that, oh look you guys, I put my thumbs up, so Instagram replicated that. This whole new thing on Instagram is killing me. But those are really for people that have what they need, and the incentive is you're gonna get a palette 18, which is a double decker, just like this one. It is 18 full or 36 eyeshadows or whatever combination in that same Black Starry Night palette that's coming as the incentive. And here's what I think is super cool. With any new artist kit, Essentials is the 18 palette, the Pro and the Basic are the 40 palette, and each of them come with a free ticket to our Love Mid-Year Conference. So Seint does an in-person conference every 18 months, and they call it Reunion. But in the middle of that, they do an online virtual conference, which is also really helpful to the people that can't travel, don't want to travel, don't have the money to travel. They do an online conference, and that is going to be in February, and your ticket is included as part of your incentive. So not only will you have the resources that your team gives you, but now you'll have the opportunity to learn and honestly to get inspired from corporate itself. And there's always amazing speakers. And if you guys follow along with the Direct Selling World at all, Bob Heilig is one of the speakers that they've announced. He is an absolute rock star in the social selling teaching industry, and he's going to be one of the speakers. So your Love Conference ticket will be included. So one of the questions that I get is, what do I need to start? You need to purchase a kit, your choice of the 3, and I'm happy to talk with you individually on what would be a good fit for you. And then essentially you have started. So you purchase your kit, I will, if you're planning on becoming an artist with me, which I would absolutely love, and we can talk a little bit more about that later, ask me for the link to join. You go on that link, you purchase your kit, you have started. From there, my process is the next day I will email all of my girls who have started, and this is whether it's on the 17th or any other day of the year that you decide to join, and I will send you the link to get started with our team resources. So question I get all the time is like, what is the teaching? What is the resources? Like, how do I learn? And I think this is really important. And yes, we'll talk about commission and all of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're going to decide that you want to do something of this nature, then I think the team that you join is important. And if it's not my team, if I'm not your vibe, that's cool. But I did a ton of research on the team that I wanted to join because one, I was really nervous and I wanted to make sure that if I was going to start something of this magnitude, I'm primarily an online seller, that I wanted to have help. I wanted to have the resources that I needed to understand, like, how does the corporate website work? How does trainings work? Do we have trainings? And most importantly, one of the questions I get all the time is, how do you learn how to color match? So I chose a team. This was my artist and I had found her on YouTube. So like you kind of find your tribe. I had found her on YouTube. I did not know her. I messaged her a handful of times after sitting back for about a year and waiting. I knew that this was something that I was interested in for quite some time, but honestly, I was scared. So I had sent her several messages throughout asking tons of questions. And she explained like the process that our team has for color matching. And I will tell you, while this makeup is very user-friendly, the key to success with it is color. And that's why you will often find, people are nervous to do something like this because they're like, well, what if I'm not a professional makeup artist? Like 95% of the women that do this, including the top sellers in the company, are not professional makeup artists. They learn this makeup, they learn color, they learn how to service their customers, build relationships, and that is how they are top producers because they learned. But you learn through our team resources. So we have trainings on how to color match, and then we have a color match chat where there are different examples that are dropped in there so that you can learn not just, it's kind of the inside nitty gritty, but like if you are thinking about doing this, there's so much more that goes into it than just looking at somebody's face. It's how to look at somebody's face in conjunction with what do they tell you they want from their makeup. Because while I like to wear my makeup pretty natural looking, pretty light-handed, even though I have, redness, fine lines, wrinkles, acne scarring, rosacea, all the things, I still want coverage. I still want it to look light-handed. But there are women that have different skin concerns that I do. No skin concerns. There are women in their 20s who like fine lines and wrinkles. I'm like, what? What fine lines and wrinkles, right? But that's the thing, is that it's highly personal to everybody. And the chats are there to learn from examples and different trainings from myself and our leaders. And the woman at the top of our team is a color expert. Like, that is why I chose to be a part of this team, because I'm like, okay, she's a normal human on the internet. Like, I could tell based on being a little bit of a social media stalker that I'm like, yep, we are similar people. She's a teacher, like not by trade. She used to be a college professor, but like she's clearly teaching. I learned from her, and she's always talking about color. And then I asked her and she was like, oh yeah, like I got you on that part. So our team resources you will get started with a link the next day to get onto our onboarding system. And that is what gets you kicked off. And it just teaches you the basics, like how to run your back office, like how to navigate the website, different small things like that, so that you can start. And then once you start, you learn as you go. But along with the onboarding system, which is just, one little piece of the pie, the important thing to know is once you are onboarded, the way that I mentor my team is that we have a Zoom call. We meet on Zoom and we talk very specifically. There's a handful of questions that I'll have you answer so that I know what your goals are. So a common, question that I get is like, do I have to do this online? Can I do this in person? Things of that magnitude. You can run this business as you see fit. I primarily run my business online, like I said, because I'm a busy mom. I teach at a college in the fall. I have a lot of different responsibilities. I'm, the primary CEO of my household, and I don't have a ton of time to go to houses and do in-person makeovers and run parties, but there are plenty of people that do, and they love it, and it's like the way that they run their business, and they are very, very successful. So talking about, success in general, one of the questions that I got was like, can you be, and I don't remember if the word was successful, like, can you really do this or whatever it may be. I think success and like what you do is very much an individual thing. People join this business, in my experience over the last year and a half, for a multitude of reasons, and all of them are completely personal. Some people join it because they love the makeup, they want to share it with their friends and family, or when people are like asking them about their makeup, they want to be like, yes, like this is what I do, I'll do a little makeover for you. And it's just completely something they do for the joy and the fun of sharing. There are some people that do it because they want to supplement the cost of groceries. There are some people that do it because they're looking for purpose and impact in the world. And like that was one of the like things for me, is that I was full-time in the workforce for 15 or 18 years, the last 12 being at a college, and I came home to be with my children. And one of the things that I was looking for was something to do with my time that felt meaningful, where I could still make impact on people, I could still help other women, and I could still teach, and I could make money doing it. Because one of the things that, that was important to me is I still wanted to be able to financially contribute to my house. And I like learning. I like the excitement of new projects and, different things like that. So I wanted something that was going to challenge me, that was going to challenge my brain a little bit. I did really heavy work at the college. I did sexual misconduct, student conduct, grievances. I had done a lot of that, and it was very challenging. It was rewarding in its own way, being able to support students in their toughest times. But at the same time, I didn't want to do something so heavy anymore, but I still wanted to be able to give, to give back. I still wanted to be able to have an identity outside of just motherhood. And, I don't say that just motherhood, but motherhood was, I chose to come home to be a stay-at-home mom, but I wanted something in addition to that, especially because my kids were getting to the point where they were getting ready to be full-time school-age kids. And I was like, okay, I can't go back to the traditional workforce. I don't want to, but I still want to do something. So there are women that are doing it for that reason. There are women that sell very little and contribute to the community aspect a lot. So if you're somebody who's, you're looking for identity, you're looking for purpose, you want to help other women, you want to share with friends and family, you just enjoy that. You throw parties at your house. So doing at-home parties would be something that you enjoy. You want to do Facebook parties. You want to go all in and teach on social media and create a YouTube channel and learn how to use technology. That's me. I didn't know how to do any of that. Or you just want a community of women to be a part of, or any combination of that. Those are all reasons why this company and this team are all a great fit for you, because there are women within this group that are doing, and there are thousands of women on this team, and there are people doing it for all sorts of different reasons, and they contribute differently and they get different things out of it. It's 100% personal preference. All those things are available to you. And I will tell you this, when I first started, and this is just me being honest, I knew that I wanted to build a team from the aspect of I really enjoy mentorship. I was a college cheerleading coach. I did mentorship programs at the college. I find value in helping other women achieve their goals. I had considered, was there a way to do something from home, in the wellness world, and, help other people in that capacity. So I had thought about all this. So I knew that team building was something that I wanted to do, but I knew I also didn't want to do it right away because I wanted to get my own ducks in a row first. So I stepped into the community aspect differently than somebody who was jumping all in. And what I mean by that is we have our onboarding. We have a library of resources that has compounded over the last 7 years, because the women at the top of our team are some of the Seint originals, day 1, day 2, day 3, 6-month artists within the company, and they have been training and leading teams for 7 years. So you will have trainings beyond trainings, and resources available to you when they're relevant. Everybody is at a different phase, and everybody's looking to do something different with their business. So the library of resources is there for you to watch. We have a Facebook, we have Zoom links, all of that kind of stuff. So you can go back and watch it at any time. So I did not do a lot of the live calls. We have 2 trainings each week. So for those of you that are looking to connect with other women or like to learn live, we have 2 every week. One's called a power hour, where we do a 20-minute, like, here's the task to move your business forward. Take the next 30, minutes to do the task. We'll all meet back in the final 10 minutes. We'll talk about what the hiccups were, what went well, what the potential for this is. And then they do this cute thing called We See Yous, where people from the team have the opportunity to honor somebody else who helped them, and we see you for the work that you're doing that has made an impact on me. So we do that once a week. And then we also have a larger team call where it's 45 minutes to an hour, where you have the opportunity to learn typically either a specific new aspect of your business. So if you're somebody who's I really want to run a business, our team has a lot of calls about building a business and how to build your Seint business kind of from the ground up in a multitude of different ways, whether that's in person, online, both, ways to automate, ways to get color match forms done, all of that kind of stuff. And they also focus on mental health and mindset. A big part of being a business owner, if you're looking to do this in more of I want to build a business, is how to keep going when it gets hard, when you hit a roadblock, when you're not sure if that's exactly what your intention originally was, maybe you're changing course. All of that kind of stuff is covered when it comes to resources. So resources and training will not be something that you will run short on. But if you sign up now, you're also going to get the Love Conference corporate ticket and get to learn from outsiders and some of the top people at corporate. I'm sure our founder is going to speak. It's always really inspiring and engaging, and kind of gives you that little zap of excitement when you are working primarily from home and feeling connected again. So when it comes to what do I need to do to start, you need to get your kit. What do I need to do to keep going? Seint has no minimums, and that's a big thing in this industry. Is you do not have to sell anything ever if you don't want to, or you're not successful some months. Every month it's just harder. Sometimes your life gets crazy, and if you're somebody who's just doing this online or running parties and you don't have the time or the effort to give, and you're oh my gosh, I still want to be a part of it, that's okay. Our only requirement is that you pay a back office fee of $12.95 US dollars, and I think it's $15.95 Canadian. We are in US and Canada minus Quebec. That is where our product is currently offered and our artists come from. Hoping to expand beyond that. I know it's in the works and I'm ready for it. But with that being said, that is your only fee. And what does that fee go towards? So I get asked, what are the fees? That is it. And that is towards your replicated website. So when you sign on to be an artist, you are going to get a specific website where you can shop, your customers can shop. It looks like the Seint website, but it's specific for you, and it contains your back office, which contains so much information on, your customer information, your sales, ranks, promotion opportunity, all of that kind of stuff. Orders, and all of that is taken care of for your monthly fee. That is your only requirement ever to remain an artist with Seint. You never have a requirement to sell a certain amount unless you're team building and you want to achieve bonuses. And I love that, and I'll tell you why in a minute as we get down to that question. Okay, sign up. What do I need to do? What do I make? The commission is 20 to 40% depending on how much you sell. So there are brackets. Sell this much, you make 20%. You will always make a minimum of 20%. Even if you sell one $14 eyeshadow, you will make 14% of that. You will make 20% of that $14 eyeshadow. And then as the amount you sell every month goes up, your percentage that you can make goes up. So it's called bonusing. And when do we get paid? We get paid every Friday. And then if you have hit any of those additional brackets beyond the 20% commission, you will get a 5th check for the month on the 10th of the following month. So you have the ability to earn 4 paychecks a month. Four and then 5 on those months where you have 5 weeks in the month. And then an additional one if you have hit any bonuses. So you can be looking at 4 to 5 paychecks per month. So you do get paid every week. And that's kind of a nice perk, because at my last job, I got paid once a month. Okay, cost, commission, inventory. You do not keep any inventory, and this was a non-negotiable for me. I had sold something before, just as a product that I sold to share with family and friends, and the worst part was the inventory. You do not ship anything. You do not keep any inventory. You obviously have your own product and you can earn a lot of free makeup, but you cannot resell that makeup, which I think is a huge perk. If there are people selling the product at a discounted rate, that is a no-no. Everybody orders off the website, and this is why this is awesome. So you do not ship things. You also do not handle returns or obviously the front end of shipping. So in addition to the $12.95 taking care of your replicated back office, some of the services that you get from Seint as an artist are they take care of all shipping and handling, they take care of all returns, and they also have their own customer service. So if your customers have questions or concerns, they can certainly reach out to customer service. However, I will say that I do think that if you want to retain and keep your customers and you want your customers to feel taken care of, that customer service should be a huge part of your business. But know that Seint has an ask team where you can ask questions, they can ask questions, and all of that is included for you. So replicated website, no inventory, resources. You earn free makeup from your sales. So not only do you make your commission, 20% commission to begin with off of your own sales, but you can accumulate free makeup as you sell more product. You can earn free makeup up to like $500 worth of free makeup and like 4 discounted products on every like party link that you have open. So if you've done anything with direct selling or you've ever thrown a party for anybody, there are party links that people can throw parties for. So you can have people throw parties and they can earn free makeup. If you yourself have an open party link, which is what, we will teach you like how to do that. If your customers shop through you, you earn commission, and then it accrues towards getting additional product at a discounted rate. So you can definitely earn free makeup. And I should say, while we're talking about that, I would not sign up for free or reduced makeup. So in a lot of companies, it does make sense to sign up to get like a discount on product. The reason why, oh my gosh, I have something in my eye. I feel like my eye's about to water. The reason why I don't think it makes sense is because 1, you have to purchase a kit, and your kit, you cannot choose what's in it. And that is because, again, the artist program was started as a teaching tool, and that's how this differs from a lot of different companies, is that kit comes with products and colors so that you can teach the makeup and put the makeup on other people. You don't get to choose your colors. So for me, I can wear like 2 or 3 different shades because I just kind of know how to play with the makeup. But there are so many different highlights and contours that when I think I signed up, I'm not sure if I got any of like my preferred highlights and contours, because the purpose is to get that makeup on other women so that you actually have like a kit of product to teach with. So because you have to make an investment in a kit, and that kit is truly a tool for teaching, and you can't choose the colors of the eyeshadows or the lip and cheeks or the highlights that comes with it, it will take you quite a while to earn back that money, even though the kits are highly discounted. If you were going to purchase it on your own, like it's just a reduced overall cost, it's still not enough knowing that you're going to pay $12.95 a month with the back office. It doesn't make sense for you who's purchasing like a $16 tin of makeup to try and earn 20% commission off that, or try and earn free product from that. By the time you got to the point where you were selling like enough to yourself, it would never like equal out. So I would say that if you're somebody who's like, oh, discount on makeup, earn free makeup, unless you're going to share the product with others, I wouldn't sign up. It's not worth it. I would just go to your original artist and ask them if there is a rewards link that you can sign up for yourself. And essentially you can just kind of shop your own rewards and accrue, product and discounted product over the course of time. In the last line of all of my color matches for people, I say, if you want to open up a rewards link, let me know. And then after that, they shop their own rewards link. And that is the best way to earn a discount. It's like Nordstrom points. That's the best way to earn a discount. It's not signing up as an artist. The other thing that I think is really cool is that Seint is a product-focused company, and I think what we just talked about speaks a little bit to that. So people ask, do I have to build a team? You do not have to build a team. You can focus solely on the product and on selling the product, and you can still have your 20 to 40% commission. If you want to build a team, then you can certainly do so, and then you have the opportunity to earn off of what they sell. And here's like the caveat to that is, When people sign up with you, you do not get anything. So in some companies, there's incentives to bring people into the business. There is not an incentive for you to join my team for me financially. And I think that's something that separates this company from other companies. There is also the only way that I'm going to financially earn from my team is if I'm pouring into them, I'm mentoring them, I'm supporting them, I'm connecting them to resources. And then this is like a traditional business structure where if the people that are running the sales department, if the people that are leading the organization are pouring into their team, supporting them, teaching them how to do things, then the company itself, as you go up, does better. And it's the same within this. However, then there is a minimum that you yourself must sell. And it is small, but here's why I think that's important to have a minimum at that point. You still need to be doing the work. You still need to be teaching the makeup. Like if you're going to ask your team, follow my mentorship, then you should also be showing them that you yourself are somebody that understands the world in which you are selling the makeup to. Because social media is not the same as it was 7 years ago. If people came in and built a team 7 years ago and were like, oh, I'm just gonna put this on cruise control, I'm going to tell them what I did 7 years ago and off I go, that is a very different world. So the top leaders in our team are still selling at a very high level, and therefore they are still skilled in teaching the girls on their team, how to best see results. And I think that's really valuable. So that is the only time that you will see a minimum. And at that point, if you are building a team and your team reaches certain levels of success, you can earn an additional 2 to 15% on the success of your team. Another thing, like what do I need physically to start the business? So a lot of people say all you need, earn money from your phone. There's definitely a lot of truth to that. The majority of the electronic things that I use are my phone, 90% of it, my laptop, and then I have a light that I use when it's dark out. Like right now I'm just sitting in front of a window, but I have a light on the other side because it's really dreary out. So what else do I have around here? So I have a light, I have my phone, I have my computer, and my makeup. So if you were going to do in-person stuff, you would put together whatever you wanted as a kit to take to in-person. So it'd be your makeup, maybe some makeup mirrors or things of that nature. But there's very little that you actually need physically to do it because you're going to get your kit. You probably already have your colors and then you just go. When it comes to social selling, so I get a lot of questions of if I'm going to do this online, do I have to show my face? My honest answer is no, you don't ever have to do anything that you don't want to do. Knowing what I know, if you want to share with just friends and family, in a private Facebook group, it's probably less important to show your face. These are people that already know you, they already trust you. There are plenty of, different graphics that you could create or whatever it might be. But if you want to grow on social media, then I would say it's probably imperative that you get comfortable showing your face. And I say get comfortable because I was not comfortable. I was terrified, literally terrified. Somebody asked me the other day, they're what do you do for your job? I was I've kind of become a selfie taker. And I say that jokingly, but that is not at all something that I was comfortable with. And the original pictures that I took, I don't even know if they were good or bad. I couldn't see past the fact that it felt terrifying. And you guys, if you've been around my page long enough, go back a year. The condition of my skin a year ago was so very different. So you have to overcome that fear if you do want to grow online. You have to have a willingness for people to learn from you, for them to know you, for them to, get to see that we are similar people here. And I would say at that point, yes, it's probably a requirement that you show your face if you want to grow on social media. If you're doing this in person and whatnot, you may never take a selfie ever. And like I said, if you're doing this just for friends and family, in a private Facebook group, that's completely up to you. But those are probably already your people already. So you're probably going to be comfortable with that sort of thing. When it comes to growing on social media, somebody asked me about social media training. And here's what I will tell you. Our team does a lot of training on social media in general. But the most important thing to know is that you are going to become the best Google and YouTube searcher that you have ever been. It is not like a frequent thing that somebody on our team would sit down and be like, here's how you create a reel from start to finish. And here's why. Everybody has a different style. Everybody has different techniques on how they do this, but social media changes constantly. And once you've learned the basics, you guys, I could barely use a computer when I started. Like, I'm not even joking. My nickname at the college was HTTP, and that's not because I was skilled in technology. It was quite the opposite. So I learned how to use technology by Googling and by searching on YouTube. And honestly, that is far more effective than any 45-minute or 1-hour training that you're going to get, because it's not something that you can just consume in a 45-minute training and be like, okay, now I'm just going to replicate everything that this person said. There's a learning curve to all of that. So you're going to utilize like your own ability to gather information. You're going to find, people on YouTube that you like to follow who teach content creation and, stuff like that, or obviously on Instagram or Facebook, wherever you choose to gather your information from. But the most effective way to actually like learn how to create this kind of stuff will be between our team trainings and then simply, searching for what you're looking for at the time. So I will say, if you're looking to do this in, more than like a small capacity where you just want to share with friends and family, another thing that you should be okay with is challenging yourself and being a learner. Like, you're going to have to learn how to do things, especially if you're like me and you don't know how to use socials. For those people that join that already know how to use it, obviously the learning curve is less. For people that are selling other products and they're, selling Seint in conjunction with that, which is absolutely fine. Seint allows you to share other things that you're passionate about as well. This is not the type of company where like, if you sell Seint, you can't sell anything else that Seint sells. You can sell anything that you want. So if you have some other expertise with other companies, or you're running your own business or whatever it might be, you just like to create reels of like your kids' events and that kind of stuff, your learning curve will be different. What else do we got here? Businesses run. So I primarily run my business from home in front of a window, but when we travel, I can run my business there as well. I just usually take my phone and my computer and I'm good to go. Corporate handles this. Another thing that I think is cool is that you do get lifetime customers with Seint. And what I mean by that is when somebody decides that you are the artist that they want to make a purchase from, they are your lifetime customer unless they contact corporate and say, like, I found somebody who's a better fit. So is there a way out of lifetime customers? Yes. Artists leave. There are plenty of people who, may need a different sort of artist. They're teaching something different, or they're not getting the service or the support that they need from their artist. Corporate understands that, but that is the only way to actually change who your artist is to work directly with corporate for a reason to change it. Outside of that, once you work to get a customer and you service and take care of your customer, they're going to be your lifelong customer. So when they go to purchase, they're just going to purchase underneath you. Again, like I said, unless there's a reason why they don't want to. And then, those are all the questions I've written down, but there was one other thing that just made me think of lifetime customers. What is it? Regarding, I don't remember. So I think that's it. We talked about what it takes to start. You can reach out to me directly. If you're looking for how to sign up with me, you can reach out to me. I will send you my link, but you need a kit and then you're good to go. I will send you all the additional information that you need from there. Know this, if you are interested in meeting our team, like kind of seeing what our team looks like from some of the top leaders on our team all the way down, we are going to do a Zoom tomorrow at, oh my gosh, I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Corporate's in Mountain Standard Time, so that's why everything launches at Mountain Standard Time, and our team leader, I think, is in Mountain Standard Time. So I always get my time zones confused. But if you would like to join the partner call and get on the Zoom link, you can ask questions if you have them. You can just be a fly on the wall. You can absolutely do that. Just reach out and I will send you the Zoom link in order to join so that you can see kind of the vibe of our team. Our team is a very low pressure, loving team. And I say that from the aspect of their expectation is that you run your business as you see fit, that if you want support, you know where to find it, that you are somebody who goes and looks for your own answers. And when you can't find them, you know that there's a team of people there to support you. You can be on calls live if you really value that community aspect. You can catch calls on replay. You can just search for what you want when you need it. But that's kind of how our team operates. They are teachers at heart, so they do a lot of teaching, which was something that was really important to me. We are not the team that's going to teach you to message people, like cold message people, the hey girl message, anything like that. That is the opposite of what our team stands for. So you can be a fly on the wall and check that out. If you want to have a conversation with me, we can have a Zoom call before next week so you can decide if this is a good fit. And I know a lot of people are like, ooh, I don't want to talk to you. So if there are specific questions that you have, like I offered to talk to people last week and I got all DM questions. And a couple things about that. A couple things about that I will tell you. If you do have specific questions and you want it to be fast, like shoot me a message in DMs, or we can set up a Zoom call and I can get you all of your questions answered really fast. And you can know that my follow-up, I'm always going to follow up probably from the aspect of like, did that answer all your questions? Did anything else come up? Do you need anything else from me? But I am not going to follow up and be like, so what do you think? Are you ready? Are you moving forward on the 17th? It's just not me. Like my preference is to have women on my team who feel compelled to do this for the reason that they feel compelled to do it. And that could be any number of reasons. So I want you to be here because you want to be here, but know that I value mentorship. The mentorship that I have gotten in this business has kept me here. And I say that from the aspect of my goal has always been to create and replace full-time income, to build a business both within, the opportunity to impact women so that they feel better in their own skin with the makeup, but also to help other women create revenue streams. So like I'm in it for the long haul, and so is my mentor. So I have been mentored and continue to be mentored by women that have that same vision and that same dedication. And I don't think that I would have survived. Well, I know I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have survived without being able to bounce things off them and being like, man, I posted this reel and no one saw it. Or holy moly, I have all these people with all these questions. How do I prioritize? Like all ends of that spectrum. That's why mentorship is really important if you're looking for that sort of like business building opportunity. With that being said, the community part is completely at your discretion. When I joined, like I said, I knew I wanted to build. I knew I wanted to help other women do this. And I also knew that I wasn't ready to help other people do it because I'm somebody who, I like to have things in place. And if I'm going to teach and mentor somebody, I want to be able to actually provide value in that way. So I needed to get the ins and the outs worked out on the back end. So I did not participate in many of the team things or the community aspects until I was ready. And I did not know, I thought I knew what the team would be like because I had seen these women on the internet, but I didn't know them. So I wasn't sure what my level of team and community was going to be. And here's what I can tell you. It has surpassed my expectations 100-fold. The support, the love, the laughter is my connection to the outside world as somebody who now works primarily from home, 98% of the time. And I do miss the workforce from that standpoint of having communication and connection. So between the connection and the communication that I have with my clients and that which I have with my team, that is where I find connection to others. And I did not realize the value that would be there in that until I had it and I needed it. So don't dismiss that it's there. If you're somebody who's I'm a loner, I'm going to do this alone. I don't think I joined a single, I was in the chats, but I don't think I said a word for 4 months because I was I just need to get my ducks in a row, on the back end. And then when I was ready and I saw the value and the opportunity that was there to be engaged in it, that is when I stepped into it. So you can know that it's there and join if it's valuable to you and when it's valuable to you, or at the same time, you can roll and do your own thing and it's completely up to you. But like I said, if you want to talk, let me know. If you want the Zoom link, let me know. January 17th, 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time until 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is when the artist incentive is available. The products are available that day. While supplies last, we'll be back soon. Have a great day, guys.